Hi guys, my name is Carson Miller and I'm going to be a senior at Osborne Park High School. Today Jason asked me to share a little bit about one of my favorite passages and what it's meant to me and how it's helped me recently during this time and this past year. And so this is going to be part of the It Is Written series, and this is the second video. And so today I'd like to share from Proverbs 3:5-6. The verse reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." This passage is basically talking about how we as humans can't understand everything that's going on, and there's struggle in the world, and there's pain and suffering, and those are things that have to happen and have to take place, and that they all have a reason, and everything that God does has a reason. And it may be hard for us to understand or impossible for us to understand at a time, but it's just talking about how if you trust in God, that he'll make your path straight. And it's not talking about being like mindless or naive and just not thinking for yourself, but just how sometimes we get to a point where it's frustrating because you don't understand why you have to go through something that maybe someone else didn't, or you think that it's unfair. But it's just kind of talking about how as Christians, God is working for our good, and he uses struggles a lot of time to build us up and to make us better, even when you may think that you don't need it. And then it talks about how it'll make your path straight. And that's not necessarily saying that you won't have struggles, because everybody does, even Christians, even the best Christians. Everyone has struggles and everyone has sin and things that they have to deal with. And if you trust in God, it'll help you to have a better life. And many of you may know me, and some of you may not. I transferred from Centreville High School to Osborne Park, and so that was a challenge for me that this verse kind of helped me with. And maybe it wasn't always these exact words, like memorizing the verse, but just understanding the principle behind it, that God has a plan, and ultimately, whether it's achieving your greatest success or being in that valley and really struggling, that it's all part of the plan. And something kind of personal that I dealt with as a challenge switching to Osborne Park was the cafeteria. And for some people, it's extremely fun because you're with all of your friends talking and just enjoying yourself. But for me, and I know for other people as well, the cafeteria, especially when I switched to a new school, was a kind of a critical environment when you're trying to find where to sit, and when there's that open seat and things like that. But for me, I didn't know anybody at this new school, so I was just trying to find a spot away from people so I could sit and just eat my lunch and get through that time period. And it was a real struggle because I was so used to having my friends that I grew up with before, as to now I'm all by myself, and it left me alone with my thoughts during that time. And I didn't understand having to go through that, but understanding that it wasn't about that, and it was about God's plan. That's just one of the things I had to go through, and understanding that principle kind of helped me. And then as time went on, it got easier, but and I made friends. But just understanding that. And then this verse is also very helpful for people if you are anxious or if you worry about something, then this verse can help you by thinking about how just submitting your worries, your thoughts and your cares to him. It ultimately works out for good and for God's good, and for the kingdom. And so this is just kind of something that I want to pass on to you guys. And I know it's a verse that's helped me, and it's oftenly quoted, and a lot of people use it. And I just want to give you this so you can learn it and understand it and kind of let that help you in your life. And thank you, and I'll see you guys later.